Welcome back. On Tuesday, Columbia will again host what's being billed as one of the largest tech conferences in the Southeast. The Carolina Technology Conference attracts some of the biggest names in IT. And last year, more than 700 people from 14 states and the District of Columbia attended to hear speakers brainstorm some ideas and just soak up the latest, greatest industry trends. John Davis helps organize that conference. He joins us now with more. You work for a local company here in Columbia, right? And this is how you got involved.
I do. Thank you for having me on today. I work for AgFirst Farm Credit Bank as one of their technology directors, and have started this conference with a number of user groups a few years ago who just wanted to pool together some of the local technology community users to bring in bigger name speakers. And it's really become quite an exciting event for the community.
Last year, 700 people came here to Columbia to listen to speakers, and it's really taken off. What has been some of the feedback that you've gotten from participants?
Well, I think one of the things that's caused it to take off is we're offering something that's somewhat unique for really the Carolinas, but especially for South Carolina, in that we bring in nationally known speakers who are the foremost experts in various fields of technology, security, mobile technology, and other areas, and have them come to Columbia, very low cost for the people to attend, and be able to hear things, learn about new technologies, and see how it's actually used in some of the local businesses and corporations.
Yeah, the speakers, you've got great speakers this year. Folks from Microsoft, E-Group. One in particular, Jim Stickley, is a consultant for NBC and some other networks as well. He's being billed as he has stolen credit cards, hacked social security numbers, robbed banks, and created fake ATMs. He's an identity thief, but he's not a criminal, a cybersecurity expert.
That's right, Ben. He should be a very interesting speaker. He's actually our lunchtime speaker, and he talks about how he has used social engineering as a part of security audits for large corporations to be able to steal data or to go in and penetrate security systems to help corporations see where they need to beef up their security, where they may have weaknesses. And I've heard him speak at a very large conference in Las Vegas, and it was a fascinating and a little bit scary presentation. So
that'll be good. You've got a local guy coming as well, Steve Dryden, and he is with the Mariner Group. From what I understand, in this office on Gervais Street, he is able to, well, the company is able to handle security at a number of ports across the U.S. Who knew that was going on Gervais Street in Columbia? That's
right. There's a number of local speakers. Mariner Group is one of them, and he's a CEO who, as you mentioned, a lot of people are not even aware that the Mariner Group is here in Columbia, very involved in our port security and other national security projects as well, from right here.
From right here. And also, from what I understand, he was involved with security down at the RNC in Tampa, and also with some other political happenings across the country.
Yep, and he's going to be kicking off the conference first thing in the morning. Then we have him at the end of then we have the identity.
Jim Stickley.
Jim Stickley, the identity and social engineering presentation at lunch, and wrapping it up at the end of the day, we have Microsoft talking about Windows 8, their new operating system that's not just for computers, but for tablets and even mobile phones.
Is this conference really for people just in the industry, or is there a reason for just a mom or a dad at home to come and learn things at this conference? Like, is there any hands-on training going on?
There is. It's actually, I would say there's a couple of different focus areas. Primarily, it is geared toward information technology professionals and security
So you'll be
experts.
talking over our heads.
Well, in some of the sessions, but there's a number of different tracks. Each time period throughout the day has a number of choices, and one thing we've added this year is a lot more of them that are geared toward more strategic or higher level topics that would be interesting to a lot broader audience, particularly people who manage a company or a corporation, whether it's a large corporation or a small corporation, or who have any technology employed at their company, may be interested to see what are people doing with mobile technology, with some of the new smartphones or tablets. How are they using them personally and professionally?
When you think about trends right now in technology with, you just mentioned mobile, Which ones do you think have lasting power, and which ones do you think are just kind of fads that will eventually just go away?
Well, it's
I hate to
interesting
put you on
'cause
the spot there, but I'm sure that this is talked about with you and your tech buddies.
It is, and that's one of the purposes for our themes, kind of some of our major themes this year, where we have a lot of the sessions around our mobile technology. That's certainly not going away. Security, and while on an individual basis, people may not be paying as much attention to that as corporations are. And as you mentioned, I work for AgFirst Farm Credit Bank, and financial institutions are taking security very, very seriously. I think that trend is going to increase and become a lot more important to individuals, since identity theft is rising, and security is something that all of us need to be aware of. Finally, a third theme of this year is virtualization. The whole cloud computing and virtual technology is dramatically expanding and moving into different parts of the corporations.
We're looking at the details of the event Tuesday, October 9th at the Columbia Convention Center. Advance tickets are $18, but you can come and you can get tickets there at the event, correct?
Yep, you can. It'll be more at the door. We strongly encourage everybody to get them in advance.
And the website is?
www.carolinatechnologyconference.com.
John, thanks so much.